Do we need to already be licensed to work with EXP Realty? Oh, well, if you don't have a real estate license, yes, we're looking for licensed real estate agents, if that answers your question. But if you're not licensed and you're getting your license, then once you get your license, you have to choose a broker anyways. So if you've been thinking about that, we'd be happy to have a conversation with you and see what that looks like, as far as partnering. But otherwise, that would be, Texas number 3. And for that, we do, offline. We just do it. We have an offline conversation. So with that, just text me number 3 if you want to talk a little bit more in detail on that. What's up, Eric? No questions, my man?
Oh yeah, man. I got some questions. I just, I didn't want to hog the mic, right?
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that everyone else kind of had some questions. I made some notes here. Your story is just incredible, man.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, what you've been able to do is no small feat by any means, and it's just crazy. I'm glad to have met you and have learned your story. So I got a couple of questions here. You made a mention to a stat that you did like 1 million in GCI with less than 5,000 subscribers.
Yep.
Which I'm assuming is obviously quite significant. Is there a standard, or is there a benchmark in terms of what would be normal or what would be average?
Not really. With us, we're fortunate again to be in real estate, which is a high ticket item. So the vanity metrics, and that's what we call them, vanity metrics, don't really matter. Even, views. Now, of course, the more views you get, the more eyeballs you're going to have. But the thing is that's why I showed that first slide. We had 48 subscribers, barely 1,000 total views on the whole channel, and $1 million buyer called us. And that's, $1 million at 3% is 30,000. Well, it takes some YouTubers 2 years to make $30,000 off of everything they try to sell on YouTube, right? And we can do that within a 30-day time frame. So because we have a high ticket item, it really doesn't matter subscribers, views, but it's just about the phone calls. Are we making the phone ring? And that does matter on the video, which we talk about this in the course, having the right, how to structure the video correctly, having the right calls to action, how to direct people to reach out to you. All of that absolutely matters. So a lot of real estate agents don't understand that. They could make videos for a year or 2 years from a channel and never get a single phone call, so everything is very strategic and important. So, but I do believe once you have over 1,000 subscribers, it just looks cool on YouTube, right? Everybody wants a little K. Everybody wants the little
sure.
K, right? Yeah. So, I think from that standpoint, but again, we call that a vanity metrics because that's what it is. It makes us feel good. It makes other people kind of look at you a little differently. But yeah, that's we were on a call earlier today. Oh, in the room, right, Chrissy? So we had a special guest in our training today, and he talked about Mr. Beast, who's the #1 YouTuber in the world, right? And it took him 5 years to reach 10,000 subscribers. And we've done that in 7 months, or 14 months. So, but we're never going to get to his caliber. But that's
you mean giving away houses for like
well,
hey,
that is the thing. If we give away some houses, yeah, maybe we'll gain that audience, but that's not part of our strategy yet. But it's an interesting concept. Yeah.
I wanted to ask, if I can. You had mentioned, you obviously made the decision that you were going to go all in on YouTube.
Yep.
You were strategic in your approach, and you didn't put out your first video until December 2020. How many, in between the time when you started production in terms of filming video, how many videos did you Stockpile before you actually went live with your first video?
I talk about this in the course as well. I think you have to determine what's going to be your publishing schedule. So if you're going to say it's 2 videos a week, then you need to film 8 videos before you publish. If you have 8 videos, you're going to have 2 per week for the next 4 weeks. So that gives you a month's worth of content.
So at least a month's worth of content. Okay.
I mean, that's not a set standard. That's a huge recommendation, right? So everything, that we teach in the course is giant recommendations, right? It's like, look, ultimately it's your channel. You can do what you want and you should experiment and play with some things, but I just show you what we did, how we did that. And we know that we've helped other people do that. Whenever they follow that model, they pretty much fall in the same footsteps and have that same success. So it's just a good rule of thumb. Now, if you film 6 videos and then go to publish, I mean, that the thing is that the whole point of scheduling out is to keep yourself from falling in the trap of not publishing videos, because like I said, life happens, health happens, family happens, real estate happens. Next thing you know, a week or 2 is gone. And then you're like, oh shit, I got to film a video, and then you don't want to be that scrambling person just putting out a crappy video because you waited till the last minute and you have to publish. So it's just better to get 3 to 4 weeks out. Then you can usually stay ahead. And the thing is things will happen. And next thing you know, you'll only be 2-3 weeks. I mean, right now I'm running on thin ice because travel and everything else we've been doing, a lot of opportunity, a lot of good things. It's like, all right, I got to film a video, to be able to get that out. I was scheduled out this week, but I got to film something now because I'm leaving again to go out of town tomorrow, and I got to get something for next week, So I'm a little backed up. And that's the thing is, like, if travel gets heavy in a week or all that stuff, I mean, you can fall behind pretty quickly,
Quite easily.
Yeah.
I got 2 more questions for you. I'm going to be real quick, Levi.
Okay.
Is there a population size, do you feel, that really matters if you were going to select an area, a region, a neighborhood, or something like that? If because look, I'm up in Canada. Okay, I live outside of, everybody knows Toronto. Okay, Toronto is the cusp of Toronto is maybe about 15 minutes away from me. And yeah, I sell real estate in Toronto every so often and so on and so forth. But I live in an area outside of Toronto.
Yep.
Does the numbers really matter? What do you look at as a benchmark?
Well,
if you do look at anything as a benchmark,
I mean, we do 90% of our business outside of Dallas, but everybody's searching Dallas. I mean, 90% of our business falls in the suburbs.
Okay.
And as far out as 40 minutes from Dallas. So, that's it. Toronto will probably be your biggest driver. You'll have playlist and you'll have video content around all those surrounding areas.
Great answer. Appreciate that. Last and final, and you don't have to answer this one. Business planning. Okay. You mentioned that you did a business plan. I mean, wow, that's incredibly smart and intelligent of you. Is there a course coming out on that, business planning, for YouTubers?
The course is your business plan.
The course is your business plan. Great answer.
I mean, it is, because the thing is whenever it is, but I'm saying it's your business plan. The thing is that here's the thing. What most people think the most important thing about a course is the information. Now, it is important, and the information will make you $1 million. But I show you what took me 9 months to figure out in 9 hours. So what's the value of 9 months? That's what you're looking at. Whenever I wrote out a business plan, it's because I researched the platform nonstop for 2 months. That was like no Netflix, no playing outside with the kids. It was like, hey, I was all in. Let me figure this thing out. Well, I save you all that time with the course. So not only does it save you time, the information in there is invaluable as well. So that is the business plan. The course is like, do this, 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 and that's the business plan.
Awesome. I appreciate you, my brother. I'm in. Obviously, I can't do number 3. So I'm definitely coming on board. He speaks very highly of you, Chrissy. Just so you know. Thanks, Levi.
You're welcome. All right, Eric. Anybody else have any questions? Let me see. I'm in a niche market. Oh, Denton. Yep. Need to set up several different YouTube channels, or is everything one branded? Kai, are you still? Oh, Kai, you're still here. Yeah, I mean, you could just do living in Denton, Texas, or living in North Dallas or North Fort Worth, or I mean, that's just something that we usually talk through as far as we figure out, what areas do you want to cover? I mean, you probably don't want to sell homes in Oak Cliff, right? Because it's on the opposite side of the Metroplex. So, you want to make content for the areas you want to sell homes in. So if you want to stay around Denton, that's the primary city, then we just make content around that. And, Aubrey and Keller, I mean, it just depends on the areas you want to work. So that's just depends on what you want to do. But yeah, you can do that. You don't have to sell a lot of homes like we do. I don't know. I mean, if you sold 2 or 3 homes a month from YouTube, would it change your business? So not everybody has to do what we're doing, but we're just a little aggressive. So we tend to go after things. And once we go after them, then we're like, oh, well, we're going to scale and do everything while we have the opportunity. Mike, what's up, Mike? I love this question. I love whenever you show people how to make $1 million and they're like, oh, is this about buyers? Well, I mean, if you're going to attract a lot of buyers in the beginning, but you're building a pool, we've done several listing referrals. We've had listings as well. And, in the next, this year and the following year, it's going to flip, we're going to gain a lot of sellers from our buyers. We've already helped buyers that we helped within the last year that have turned around and wanted to sell homes or cash out because their home appreciated $80,000 or $120,000. So yeah, but the thing is that you tend to attract a lot of relocation as well, which to me, they're the absolute best buyers because they're extremely motivated. They're extremely intentional. They turn around. We've sold several homes over the phone before people even come into town. We've locked in deals within 3.5 hours. I think that's our record from somebody calling us because they will call us about a very specific property. We literally have people send us a message or call us and say, can you get me this house? Here's the address. And Travis literally called and got that deal under contract within 3.5 hours. We've done that within 18 hours, 24 hours. So, and then if they come into town, the thing I love about people that come into town, they come into town for the weekend and they usually are making offers and getting homes under contract that weekend. These aren't like a local looky-loos that just want to peruse through 80 different homes and anything like that. These people have to move or they're sick and tired of being in, locked down in Canada or something like that. So they're like, get me out of here as soon as possible. So, but still, I mean, if you make $1 million from it, do you care if they're a buyer or seller? I don't know. But, and if you're a team lead or a broker or somebody like that, these are the absolute best leads you can feed to your team because our people, Chrissy, you talk to them every day. So Chrissy's primary job as our client success manager is to talk to every single inbound lead. Do you want to speak to real quick about what it's like talking to people and even once you distribute them to the team? Because I never talk to them at this point.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the people that I talk to are generally speaking really nice. They're excited to talk to me. And even when they find out, because they usually ask me, hey, are you a licensed real estate agent? And I'm like, well, no, I'm not. But I take, calls for the team. And I'm so excited because the particular area that you're looking at, we have an agent that's specialized in your area and they get so excited. Now, occasionally I do have to break some hearts. In fact, yesterday I broke another heart. They couldn't talk to Levi, but they get really excited because they recognize they're working with a team and it doesn't bother them because what matters to them, I can't tell you how many people, in fact, I mean, today alone, I've had so many people who have called in and just said, your videos were so helpful. And it gave me such a good idea of the area. And so, talking to them is so easy. I even find that I relate to a lot of the people. I mean, I'm a twin mom and there was a multiples dad that called in and we were talking about twins for about 5 minutes on the call. So, I mean, they're really nice. They're people that relate to us. And we always like to say like attracts like. You tend to attract people that are like you, that kind of have your same views, have the same kind of personality. And it's fun to talk to these people because they're not pushing back against me when I'm trying to get, basic information from them. They're ready and willing to give that information to me.
Yep. There you go. Let's see. Karen, you don't want to just come off mute? You can come off mute if you want.
I could do that. I've been talking all day. I'm in sales, but on the healthcare side. So
Okay.
no, I found you because I'm relocating to Dallas next month. So my office is in Coppell, and I found a place in Addison. So really great job on the marketing. I have a YouTube channel, but it's my personal YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. So I do make revenue, and this is like kind of cool. My question is that like, are you guys just focusing like targeting the Dallas market? Or is this something where you're going to be doing Houston, San Antonio, Austin, like some of the major cities as well? Or is that like a separate type of channel?
No, wherever you're at. The course is to build it in your marketplace.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So
nice.
Yep. We got people in Canada. So you better hurry up, Eric, or else we're going to put somebody in your backyard. But we got people in Houston, but we have a new record for a channel we just helped get started. 6 days in, and already they got a $700,000 cash buyer. 6 days, one video. They released one video 6 days in and got their first call already. So again, videos, views, subscribers, none of that matters. It's just about the content. Now I'll keep that to myself. But they got first call, $700,000 cash buyer within 6 days. Most people, actually everybody but them, is usually around 30 days to get the first phone call. So.
And then my thing is that I've never sold homes. So as far as like being a new agent, is there like, would we get like a mentor or additional training once we sign on to your brokerage?
Yeah, you get us, so that's the great thing is you get myself. So I help you with all things YouTube and marketing and also business development. So if you decide to, start building your own team and growing it, we've expanded and done that ourselves. So we can help you with that. Travis is the absolute best real estate negotiator I've ever seen in my life. That guy will tell you how to close a deal. And in this market, it absolutely matters. You have to negotiate with listing agents and just make things happen. So yeah, he'll help you anytime on that. And we'll actually be adding a module in the course just with his scripts and things like that about how he does that. So absolutely. But you'll be assigned a local mentor in Houston. So they'll help you and work with you through the first 3 transactions. So you'll have us for like the really big stuff. But as far as like, walking through.
I'll be living in Addison. So I was just asking about Houston just in general. Yeah, no, I'm moving to Addison in May.
Oh, gotcha. I got you.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't start a channel in Houston then. So
yeah, no, I was just forward thinking as far as just like the major cities in Texas.
Oh, yeah. We have people, in several cities.
Nice. Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. But yeah, we'll, if you want, how far out? You say 45 days from getting your license?
Yeah, I'm looking at schools right now. I just wanted to make sure that I went to the right one. I was looking at the pass rate for the first time testing and everything like that. My main job is work from home. So I won't have, it's a regular 9 to 5. So I have weekends and stuff to study, but I want to get my license as soon as possible, to be honest.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, we got an office downtown. So, you're welcome to come by the office. And we built out a studio in our office too. So that way, anybody in our team, you can come down to the office and you can make videos in the office. Everything's turnkey. You literally flip a switch and lights, camera, action, the whole thing comes on. And you always have a place to make your videos, in-office videos, things like that. So yeah, we support you 100%. And we have monthly meetings too. we have, yeah, so we do monthly in-person meetings. We have a morning call every morning at 8 a.m. We just call that the huddle, but that's where we talk shop. We talk about the market. We talk about off-market listings, basically just go back and forth. All the team shares deals and stuff like that. So it's a lot of fun. We do that Monday through Friday. And then the first Friday of every month, we have a team meeting at the office. So, yeah.
And talk about effective meetings. It's not your typical water cooler talk. It's actual strategy, which is different than a lot of the offices you'll go to, for sure.
Yep.
Nice. Thank you so much. What are the next steps for people that like selected 3?
Well, I have an email I'll send you that's called Next Steps.
Love it. Thank you.
All I ever do is just wait for somebody to say, what's the next steps? And I say, yep. So you see, and from that standpoint, again, we do, that's how we do agent attraction as well. So I just wait for people to ask, hey, what's the next steps? Because then that way I'm like, I know I don't have to fight with you. I'm not going to try to convince anybody. They need to make a decision that they want to work with us, but ultimately the only thing I ask for is I don't ask for it. If you have a good work ethic, we can sharpen your skills, we can sharpen your sword, but you have to swing it. So, I can work with anybody that's got a work ethic, so.
Awesome. Yeah, this is pretty awesome because right now I have an editor and everything, and I would love to not have to pay for my YouTube videos like completely out of pocket. So that's pretty awesome.
Well, we don't pay for editing.
Okay. I can write it off.
Okay, there you go. I'm just saying now we provide you a place and all that stuff. Yeah. You can film it. But yeah, editing is an ongoing cost. So that's something we can't provide that for free.
Yeah. Selling a house would be able to cover that though.
Oh, absolutely. It'll pay for a lot of editing. Yes. Absolutely. So good stuff. Let me see. Was that it?
Yeah, I think that's all the questions we had in the chat.
Okay. All right. Anybody else want to come off mute? If not, we can call it a day.
Just one last question, Levi.
Yeah, we'll go for it.
So man, you've blown this up, and you started out having never sold real estate before, partnered up with Travis, not including your EXP organization, but how many agents do you have on your personal team right now that's helping you with all of these leads and everything else like that, and all of these transactions that you're doing? What does your team look like right now?
Yeah, we've got 13 local agents. And
nice.
Yeah, we're probably about to bring on, another 8 to 10 just because we know what's about to start coming for spring and summer,
13 and about to go to 21, 23. And are they all buyer's agents, primarily speaking?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, because we've got so much business that we just give all the leads out and they literally turn over business. I mean, we have brand new agents. 4 of our agents are brand new agents. They already have 6 deals each under contract. I mean, they're pacing 200,000 in commissions just on their split, in their first year. And so just from the deals we've given them. And so really it's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing because we're not very good at teaching people how to prospect. And now they're getting fed leads. So they're getting, they're happy campers right now. But yeah, I mean, the business will be there. So we're going to bring on a few more. But the other thing for us, Eric, it's part of our strategy to always maintain FLQAs.
100%, man.
Mm-hmm.
Know what that's all about.
So
awesome.
And so if we can control a majority of that, for the business model, how powerful that can be. So
yep. Awesome. Hey, appreciate you, Levi, man.
All right, Eric. Hey, man, wasn't it great? Wasn't it great to have a conference in Puerto Rico? Right?
Hey, listen, it was absolutely awesome. Hey, there's no better way to travel have fun, great weather, a little bit of business, and be able to write the whole thing off. I mean, isn't that what it's all about?
Yeah.
Even better than that was just being in a room with, like-minded individuals and just, just the amazing stories and strategies and the insights and everything else like that. That was, worth its weight in gold.
Yeah.
So looking forward to the next one.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. It was great to meet you. So yeah, just shoot me a text whenever you're ready to go, and we'll get you going on the course, start rocking and rolling.
Absolutely, man. Awesome. Will do.
All right, brother.
All right. Take care now.
See ya. All right. I don't know if Kai, is that how you say it? Kai, are you still there? Are you even a real person? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm a real person.
Oh, what's up?
I don't know if you can hear me now or not, but I had dogs in the background a little bit earlier. So yeah. It's good stuff. I appreciate it. I do have some additional questions. Is there any way to connect with you off the record?
Yeah, absolutely. You want to do it now?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Oh, Karen just jumped off. There you go. Go for it.
So I'm sold on YouTube. So when I say niche market, I sell lake property almost exclusively. So lake lifestyle, and the lakes that I have are Lake Louisville, Lake Grapevine, and I live on the northwestern side of Lake Grapevine. I have Eagle Mountain Lake, Lake Nakona, and Lake Bridgeport. And so the question that I have is, when you're creating these YouTube channels where people are searching, do you still, my question was, do you have to set up separate YouTube channels for each lake? So that's kind of where I'm trying to figure out how this would work, because I don't know a whole lot of people that are looking for Denton, Texas.
Yeah.
So they might be looking for Fort Worth.
Yeah.
But so anyway, you can kind of see where I'm trying to figure out how I would position the channel. For the name of my company is called Locate Lakes.
Okay.
So that's kind of the idea, is for people who are looking for that lake lifestyle change. So anyway, you get my question.
Do you have a website for that?
No. I actually, to be honest with you, man, I was actually going to ask you if you even thought that was even worth it to have a website.
Well, I mean, we have that module in the course on building a WordPress site, because it does help with back-end SEO.
Okay.
So, but if you look at our website, it's not world-renowned website. It's not, we didn't spend $10,000. I mean, actually, and I'm not taking anything away from Chrissy because she built it, but I'm just saying that we didn't like, okay, let's spend $30,000 on a website. It was like, look, so let's just build a website, have all the keywords for the SEO purposes. So it's more of a utility for us than it is a storefront. So right. YouTube is the storefront, but I absolutely know how to build your channel. And what brokerage are you with?
So sorry about that. That's the dog I was talking about. Hold on just one second here. Sorry about that, man. My brokerage is actually out of Alabama. It's called Lake Homes Realty.
Okay.
And so the broker we have about 21 different states, and essentially we get assigned to these different lakes, and they have a pretty good, their marketing is pretty good in that the leads that they provide to me are high quality.
Yeah.
I just don't get a lot of them. And that's the sole purpose for me actually is talking to you, as I'm trying to capitalize on that. So,
I'll tell you this. I know exactly how to build your channel. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
I would love to do this with somebody on our team at EXP, but I don't know where you're at or your opportunity. But if you buy a course, I'll help you through that. I help people that get the course regardless. I understand, if it just depends on where you're at. But ultimately I would love to do this with somebody on our team. But again, it's more of a first come, first serve. So if you want to stay where you're at and you buy the course, at least the option 2, I mean, I'll still walk you through all that.
Okay, great. And then is you're talking about on the course, I would imagine you're using just iPhones, regular, just like a iPhone 12 plus, something like that. You're not talking about spending a ton of money on cameras and lights and all that other stuff, right?
Yeah, I recommend a 11 Pro or above. Basically, any of the Pro series that has the third camera.
Yeah. Okay. Which is what I have. And it's kind of the stuff that I do now. It's just not, my stuff's just not all that great. So,
yeah.
All right, man. I appreciate it. Super helpful.